Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Nest. I'm Mia, and I'm here with Max.
Hey everyone, I'm Max. Today we are talking about hobbies.
This is such a fun topic.
And such an important one.
Because when you meet someone new in English, one of the first questions is always, what do you like to do in your free time?
Or, what are your hobbies?
And if you can answer naturally and confidently, the conversation just flows.
Flows means moves easily and naturally, like water.
Let's start with what a hobby actually is.
A hobby is something you enjoy doing regularly in your free time.
Free time is time when you are not working or studying.
Not for money, just for the pleasure of it.
Pleasure means enjoyment, a feeling of happiness from doing something you like.
Mia, what are your hobbies?
I love hiking. I really enjoy cooking new recipes, and lately I have been getting into watercolor painting.
Notice Mia used 3 different ways to talk about hobbies.
I love. Very strong enthusiasm.
I really enjoy.
I have been getting into means you recently started and are excited about it.
Getting into something means becoming more interested in it.
I have been getting into jazz music lately. I have been getting into running.
Lately means recently, in the recent past.
What about you, Max?
I love running. I'm really into sports, especially football and basketball.
Really into means very enthusiastic about. I'm really into cooking. I'm really into photography.
I also love trying new restaurants. Does that count as a hobby?
Absolutely counts.
Count as means to qualify for or be accepted as.
Trying new foods absolutely counts as a hobby.
Great. Then I have 3 hobbies, and one of them is delicious.
Ha! Perfect. Now let's talk about different types of hobbies and their vocabulary.
Outdoor hobbies first.
Hiking. Walking in nature, usually in hills or mountains. I love hiking on weekends.
Cycling. Riding a bike. I go cycling in the park.
Swimming. Moving through water. I swim 3 times a week.
Running or jogging. Jogging is slower and more casual than running.
Gardening. Growing plants and flowers. My neighbor loves gardening.
Camping. Sleeping outdoors in a tent. We go camping every summer.
Fishing. Trying to catch fish for fun.
Rock climbing. Climbing up natural or artificial rock surfaces.
Creative hobbies.
Painting. Using colors and brushes to make pictures.
Drawing. Making pictures with a pencil or pen.
Photography. Taking photos. I've been really into photography lately.
Knitting or crocheting. Making clothes or fabric with needles and yarn.
Writing, stories, poetry, journaling. I write in a journal sometimes.
Journaling. Writing your thoughts and feelings in a private book.
Playing an instrument, guitar, piano, violin, drums.
I play the guitar. She plays the piano. They play in a band.
Cooking and baking. Cooking is making food. Baking is making things in the oven.
I love baking. I baked bread for the first time last month.
Digital hobbies.
Gaming or video games. Playing electronic games.
I play video games on weekends. Very popular hobby worldwide.
Streaming, watching content online, but also creating content online.
Podcasting. Recording and sharing audio shows.
Blogging. Writing regularly on a website about your interests.
Video editing. Cutting and producing videos.
Social hobbies.
Dancing, moving your body to music.
I love dancing. She takes salsa lessons. He goes to dance classes.
Singing. Karaoke, choir, singing lessons.
Cooking for friends, not just for yourself. Having people over for dinner.
Book clubs. Groups of people who read and discuss books together.
Volunteering. giving your time to help others without being paid.
I volunteer at a community center on Saturdays.
Traveling, visiting new places, many people consider this their main hobby.
I love traveling, visiting new countries and experiencing different cultures.
Now let's talk about phrases you use when discussing hobbies.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been hiking for 3 years. She's been playing guitar since she was 10.
For plus a length of time. Since plus a point in time.
For 3 years. For a few months. For as long as I can remember.
Since I was a child. Since last year. Since I moved to this city.
I picked it up recently means you started doing something not long ago.
I picked up photography recently. She picked up cooking during lockdown.
Pick up means to start a new skill or interest.
I taught myself means you learned without a formal teacher.
I taught myself guitar from YouTube videos.
I took classes means you had a formal teacher or course.
I took painting classes for a year. He took swimming lessons as a child.
I'm pretty good at it. Saying you have some skill without being arrogant.
I'm still learning, being humble about your current level.
Arrogant means thinking you are better than others in an unpleasant way.
Humble means not boasting about your abilities.
I'm not very good yet, but I love it. Very honest and charming thing to say.
People appreciate honesty about skill level.
What do you get out of it?
Get out of means what you receive or benefit from.
I get a lot out of running. It clears my head.
Clear my head means to stop overthinking and feel calm.
It helps me de-stress. De-stress means to reduce stress and relax.
I do it to unwind. Unwind means to relax after a tense or busy time.
It gives me a creative outlet. Outlet means a way to express yourself.
Very useful phrases for talking about why you love your hobby.
Now, let's put it all together.
The question, what are your hobbies?
A great answer. I love blank. I've been doing it for blank years. It helps me blank.
For example, I love hiking. I have been doing it for about 2 years. It really helps me de-stress and spend time in nature.
Natural.
Or shorter, I'm really into cooking lately. I taught myself and I'm still learning, but I love it.
Let me tell you about a hobby I picked up during the pandemic.
Oh, tell me.
Sourdough bread making.
Everyone made sourdough during the pandemic.
Ha! I know. I was very on trend.
On trend means following the current popular activity or style.
But I genuinely loved it. I still make it every weekend.
Really? So it's stuck.
It's stuck. To stick means to continue and become permanent.
I tried sourdough once. Mine was more like sourdough brick.
That is a very common first attempt.
Very solid. Very dense. Not ideal for eating.
But you learn from each attempt.
You persevere. Persevere means to keep trying despite difficulty.
And eventually it comes together.
What does sourdough teach you about learning in general?
Interesting question. Patience. You cannot rush it.
The dough needs time to rise. You cannot make it faster.
Rise means to grow bigger. Bread dough rises as it ferments.
You have to trust the process.
And accept imperfection at first.
That is true of any hobby, or language learning for that matter.
For that matter.
Now, let's talk about how hobbies can help your English.
Oh, this is such a good connection.
If your hobby has an English community, join it.
For example, if you love running and you follow running podcasts or YouTube channels in English.
You are learning running vocabulary and general English at the same time.
2 birds, 1 stone.
2 birds, 1 stone. Achieving 2 goals with 1 action.
Gaming communities are largely in English.
Largely means mostly, the majority.
If you game online, you are probably already using English.
Chat, voice calls, instructions.
Film communities, music communities, book clubs.
All of these have active English-speaking communities online.
Finding your tribe in English is so motivating.
Tribe means your community, your people with shared interests.
When you are passionate about something, you want to talk about it.
Passionate means having strong enthusiasm and genuine interest.
And if the people who share your passion speak English, you have a reason to practice.
Real motivation, not just studying for the sake of studying.
For the sake of. In order to achieve a particular purpose.
Studying just to pass a test versus studying because you love something.
The second one is always more sustainable.
Sustainable means able to continue long-term without burning out.
Now, some specific hobby vocabulary worth knowing.
Practice. To do something repeatedly to improve at it.
I practice yoga every morning. He practices guitar for an hour a day.
Session. A period of time dedicated to a specific activity.
A yoga session, a painting session, a gaming session.
Beginner, intermediate, advanced. Levels of skill.
I'm a beginner at watercolor. She is an advanced rock climber.
Self-taught. You learned without a formal teacher or class.
I'm self-taught in photography. I learned from YouTube.
YouTube is genuinely an incredible learning resource.
For any skill, any language, any hobby.
We live in the golden age of self-teaching.
Golden Age. A period of great prosperity or achievement.
You can learn almost anything for free online now.
Which means the only barrier is motivation.
Barrier means an obstacle, something that prevents progress.
If you are motivated, you can learn anything,
Anything. Absolutely anything.
including English.
Especially English.
Let's also talk about hobbies that are especially good for learning English.
Oh, this is such a useful connection.
Even simple books at first.
Children's books are actually excellent for adult learners.
The vocabulary is clear, the sentences are simple, the stories are engaging.
Engaging means interesting and holding your attention.
Once you get comfortable, move to young adult novels.
Young adult novels, books written for teenagers, clear language, gripping stories.
Gripping means so exciting you cannot stop reading.
Then adult fiction, then nonfiction.
Build up gradually. Gradually means slowly over time.
Another great hobby for English, watching English TV with English subtitles.
Not your language subtitles, English subtitles.
That way your ears and eyes are processing English simultaneously.
Simultaneously means at the same time.
You hear the word and read the word at the same moment.
Your brain connects the sound and the text together.
Over time, you stop reading the subtitles, you just listen.
That transition moment is wonderful.
Now, cooking as a hobby and English.
So many amazing recipe channels in English on YouTube.
You learn cooking vocabulary and general English at the same time.
Simmer, dice, fold, whisk, season, all great kitchen vocabulary.
Simmer means to cook gently just below boiling point.
Dice means to cut food into small cube shapes.
Fold means to gently mix ingredients together without beating.
Whisk means to mix rapidly with a small wire tool.
Season means to add salt, pepper, or other flavors to food.
Following a recipe is actually great English practice.
Recipe vocabulary is very specific and practical.
And at the end, you get to eat your English lesson.
Best possible reward.
Now, what if you have no hobbies?
Some people genuinely feel this way.
I don't have any hobbies. What do I do?
Think about what you enjoyed as a child.
Children do not need permission to enjoy things. They just do.
Drawing, building, singing, running, making things.
What did you love before work and adult responsibilities took over?
Took over means became dominant and replaced other things.
That is a great starting point.
Also, think about what you are curious about.
Curious means interested in knowing or learning about something.
Is there a subject you always wanted to explore?
Explore means to investigate and learn about something new.
Photography? Astronomy? Cooking? A new language?
Start with just 30 minutes. See if you enjoy it.
30 minutes is not a big commitment.
Commitment means a promise or obligation to do something.
Low commitment, potentially high reward.
And if you don't enjoy it, try something else.
There is no rule that says you must love the first hobby you try.
Experiment, explore, try things.
Experiment means to try something to see what happens. Today's question, what are your hobbies?
Tell us in the comments. We love hearing from our community around the world.
And if you have a hobby that is unusual or surprising, we especially want to hear about that.
If you are enjoying English Nest, please subscribe right now. New episode every single day.
Hit the like button, share with a friend learning English, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you next time, everyone.